Hey guys, welcome to another lesson. This is Charl from worshipguitarskills.com, and we're going to check out two specific parts from the song Inhabit by Leeland. One is a cool vamp, and the other one is a cool fill in the chorus section. And we're also going to look at the kind of build up in the pre-chorus. Let me play those three parts for you right now, and then afterwards we'll break them down. Alright, so a lot of times in worship you have where you would just kind of ring a chord, right? And a lot of times inexperienced players will just kind of hang on that chord, but it can kind of get a little bit boring, right? So you want to create some melodic and rhythmic interest when you are playing a vamp. And typically a vamp would be one chord, but it doesn't have to be just one chord. It can also be two chords or more. But in this case, it's a one chord vamp, just on a C chord, but the line that's being played there is like this. Even though the chord is just C. Alright, so now I've got, it's C, then I'm going up the octave, down to the fifth, to the fourth. Alright, so that's nice and simple, but it's creating some kind of movement around the C chord. And there's a section in the song where they go, so basically it's all around the power chord, because I had the root note, the octave, down to the fifth, to the fourth, up to the octave, down to the third, up to the octave, up to the fourth. Alright, so you can create a lot of cool movement around that, because the notes here are just even just playing those notes after each other kind of sounds like something. Kind of sounds like Sweet Child of Mine from Guns N' Roses. Those notes just work well because it's all positioned around the same chord, but I've got some movement there because I'm going from playing the root, the octave, then I've got the fifth, the fourth, the third, and the fifth. So I get some of those notes. So next time you play a vamp, see, especially if you play that song, obviously play that part because it works beautifully there. But you can also play a vamp using those similar chords, right? When you go and do your experiment, right? With different parts. Now, next up, we're going to check out the chorus part. Actually, before we do the chorus, let's do the pre-chorus. All right, so in the pre-chorus, the chords actually go C over E, F, G, A minor 7. So I've got that. So there's movement in the bass, and obviously there's movement in the chords. But what I love about the approach here in the pre-chorus is the electric guitar just goes and sits on the E, okay, and it just plays that one note the whole time. All right, so nice and simple. Even though the chords are changing, I'm just the guitar part just played that one note that stayed the same, and then resolved it to the G note over there, right? So from the E to that G note over there. So very, very, very basic, but it's pretty powerful in the way that you can just play a simple part like that, and then you're just gonna take it up, all right, the octave there. So pretty cool. Again, I'm playing one note, but the quality of that note changes as the chords change. All right, that's for the pre-chorus. Now let's check out the fill that they play in the choruses. It sounds like this. So this is a kind of a very common place to do fills, because it's all being played around the C major triad, and then just adding in the ninth over there. So I've got and when it goes from 12 to 10, it really just plays the same line again there as the vocal melody. All right, so that's all there is to that fill. All I'm doing is I'm playing 13 on the B, 12 on the G, then 12 on the E, 15 on the B. Then 13, 15, 15. Very cool. And also pay attention to where these fills are being played. Typically it's in between the gaps where the vocals don't sing, just to kind of bring some melodic interest and give your ear something to latch onto in those sections. All right, that's a very cool song. Some cool parts there. Go and check it out, how you can get some movement when you just play a one chord vamp. Go and check out how you can play the same note during a build up. Even though the chords change, you have one note that you just play that note over and over to. It can also create some, even though it stays the same, it creates movement, because as your chords change, that single note, the quality of that note will also change. And then finally, a pretty cool fill, quite high up here, based around that triad shape, using a D shape, if you want to go by the cage system. All right, hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All right, so I hope you enjoyed looking at this song. If you'd like to learn more about the different kind of voicings and techniques and kind of patterns and approaches that you have available to you when it comes to playing worship guitar, we've got a 7-day guitar challenge that you can sign up for 100% for free. When you sign up to the challenge, you're going to get backing tracks to practice with. You're going to get tabs so you can see exactly what you need to play. And you're going to learn 15 different popular types of guitar parts that you need to master if you want to be a competent and versatile worship guitarist. So the link for that is in the description box below. You can just go and click that link, go to the page, sign up to the 7-day guitar challenge, 100% free, and you get some cool goodies when you participate in the challenge. All right, guys, hope you join us for that one, and I hope you had fun looking at these parts for this lesson.